Hey y'all, it's Jody May. Thanks for joining me for another week of What's for Dinner with some easy meal ideas. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that bell so you don't miss any future videos. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for watching again this week. You guys, I am super excited to be sharing a collaboration playlist created by Julia Pacheco. I will leave her link in the description box below, along with the playlist for some awesome recipes you guys are going to check out when you're done with this video. For this dinner, it was breakfast for dinner. We had bacon, egg, and cheese bagels, and I'm telling you guys, they are to die for. But all I did for this recipe is I used 1 pack of bacon, got it on my baking dish with the rack on it, and I put it into the oven and got them going. Once I had that in there, I went ahead and mixed up. I think I ended up using about 15 eggs. And to the eggs, I added in about a half a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of salt, and about a 1/4 cup of milk, and I just mixed them up really well. Now the trick to these eggs is I'm going to be baking them just because they cook quicker, and I'm telling you it's a lot less effort than scrambling or doing anything like that. So all I did here, like I said, is I just mixed up the eggs really well, and then I poured them into a pre-sprayed cookie sheet, whatever you want to call this dish. I am not a professional chef, so I call them whatever I feel like during that day to call them. But all I did here is I poured the egg mixture down into the cookie sheet, put it into the oven, and there you have it, guys. Super simple to cook these. And with the bagels, I went ahead and I toasted them. But while I was toasting them, I went ahead and mixed up the whatever you want to call it, the sauce. So I went ahead and added about 5 tablespoons or maybe a 1/4 of a cup of regular mayonnaise, and then about a teaspoon or a little more than a teaspoon of mustard. Mix it up really well. Now once the eggs were done, I did go ahead and take them out and I cut them into long strips. You guys can make them smaller or not roll them up or whatever, but it's super easy to do them this way. But after the bagel was toasted, I went ahead and added the egg. I folded up 2 pieces of bacon, and then I smeared the sauce over the top of the bagel, and then I did go ahead and add 1 slice of cheese per each bagel. You guys, they're super tasty, I'm telling you. For this dinner, we had a twisted goulash. For this dinner, I start off with 1 pound of ground beef, about a heaping teaspoon of minced garlic, and about 1 tablespoon of Badia seasoning. Now once I had the hamburger completely fried up, it was ready to go. I added in 1 jar of this pasta sauce, and then I let that simmer down while the noodles were cooking. Now normally for goulash I would use regular elbow noodles or jumbo elbow noodles, but this time here I just tried these noodles. It was really good. You wouldn't think that different shaped pastas would taste different, but for some reason they do. So this one here was really good, you guys. I hope you try it. Now once I had it mixed and everything was mixed really well, I went ahead and added in probably about 1.5 cups of mozzarella shredded cheese. Then I plated it and put a little bit of parsley on the top. For this dinner, we had sweet and sour chicken with rice and broccoli on the side. For this recipe, I started off with 2 full chicken breasts and some eggs, some long grain rice, some broccoli florets, some sweet and sour chicken marinade or sauce, whatever you want to call it, and some flour. Now for this, I went ahead and I cubed up 2 full chicken breasts. I put them into bite-sized pieces, or I cut them into bite-sized pieces, and then I will dip them into the eggs. Now the eggs, like I said, it's just eggs. There's nothing else in there. And then once I mix the chicken pieces in with the eggs, then I'll dip them into the flour. I already had my skillet on the stove heating up with some oil in it, and then all I'm going to do with these is just fry them up really good. Now to test the oil, I just take a little bit of a sprinkle of the flour and I put it on the top and see if it's ready to go. And if it, kind of fizzes pretty good, then I know that my oil is ready to go. So once they were finished and they were completely cooked through, I went ahead and pulled them out and put them on a paper towel to drain the remainder of the grease off. Now once I had them all cooked and they were ready to go, I went ahead and heated up the sweet and sour sauce in the microwave, and then I just mixed in all of the chicken pieces, tossed it over top of some white rice, and had some heated broccoli on the side. Now for this dinner we had kraut, bratwurst, and steak fries. For this dinner I had 1 pack of Johnsonville beef brats, sauerkraut, steak fries, and some brioche hot dog buns. You guys, these are so good. I've never tried them before, so I was really surprised how well they were, or how good they were. So to start this meal off, I went ahead and sprayed down my cookie sheet and I added on my steak fries. Now once the steak fries were in there, I kind of tried to level them out to make it an even layer, and then I went ahead and sprayed the top with some of my olive oil spray, and then that way I can season them and the seasoning will stick to that. So like I said, I go ahead and spray it here, and then I added some steak seasoning to the top, and then I just leave them there. I don't toss them or anything, and then just stick them into the oven according to the bag directions. Now once I got them into the oven, I went ahead and started on my brats. I had cooked the brats down on a low medium, that way they can toast but also cook thoroughly, because I like that crunch on the outside, and I did not boil these. You guys, I like these better actually than I think I do the original bratwurst. Now here I just took my sauerkraut, put it into a pan, and put about 1 teaspoon of bacon grease in there, and I let that get heated up thoroughly, and then I try to kind of scorch it a little bit, not burn it, but give it a more in-depth flavor. Now once that was almost done, I went ahead and put my hot dog buns in the oven on top of the fries, let them heat up, and then I just served it. You guys gotta try it. It was really good. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you do, let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget, there's 2 links to check out in the description box.